Hey guys, it's Chris and I'm back. Yay! I missed you guys. So this week for SauceFed Nerd Movie Club we got to review the 1987 Mel Brooks movie Spaceballs, and I love this movie. But I hadn't seen it in a little while, so I was a little bit worried going into it, would I actually still enjoy it? And yeah, okay, there were one or two places where I didn't laugh quite as hard as I remember laughing when I was younger watching it, but I still love it. It was great. So for those of you who have never seen it, Spaceballs is Mel Brooks's parody of the Star Wars trilogy. Now up until that point, Mel Brooks had essentially already done parodies of the Western type movies with Blazing Saddles and like silent movies, and he'd also done one like a parody of sort of like horror movies when he did Young Frankenstein. So this was his version of sort of sci-fi space type movies, and it was hilarious. And the great thing about it is that he actually had the full support of George Lucas to go for gold and parody the crap out of anything he wanted. There was only one condition, and he was not allowed to produce any merchandise for Spaceballs, which is why it's hilariously funny. It's kind of like the inside running joke when you watch the movie, just the amount of sort of merchandise for Spaceballs that they cram into the movie. It was just really cool. I really liked it. Okay, so there's not really a lot of point probably in talking about the plot of the movie, since I think everyone who has seen Star Wars will essentially know the plot pretty much of the movie. Bad guys versus good guys. Good guys are going to win at the end, because that's how it works in these movies. What's really funny about this movie that I like, and I know some people got a little bit annoyed with it after a while, but I love the amount of times they actually break the fourth wall of the movie and are actually talking to the audience. And there's these brilliant scenes where, like, you know, they lose track of the good guys, have no idea where they are, so they get the video of the movie that they're currently in and watch it, and watch past all the things that we've actually just seen happen in the movie to fast forward and get to the point that they're at now, and so then they can see where the good guys went. I really like that. That stuff makes me laugh. It was also really funny looking at all the different videos they had there and seeing all of Mel Brooks's movies that have currently come out, including my favourite, which is History of the World Part 1. I personally think that's his best movie ever. So so who is in this movie? Obviously Mel Brooks is in it. Mel Brooks pretty much puts himself in every single one of his movies, and I say if I can go him. If I was making movies, I would put myself in them too. So there you go. It also has Bill Pullman, John Candy, Rick Moranis, who for me was like the star of the show, playing, oh god, Dark Helmet? Basically the version of Darth Vader in the movie that they have. And it's him, and it's great. There's also the voice of Joan Rivers as Dot Matrix, and if you're really, really old, then you'll totally get what Dot Matrix is. If you're young, you'll just be like, what does it have to do with the Matrix and Neo? And I'm confused. Shut up. Whatever. I'm old. I don't care. And it also, there was this really great little cameo by Michael Winslow, and if you've ever seen any of the Police Academy movies, he is one of the main characters in there, and he is famous for being basically the man with 1,000 voices, and he can do like all these sound effects, and he's so cool, and I love it, and it's really, really great. Yay! Also in this movie was the voice of Dom DeLuise as Pizza the Hut, and I swear, with this movie, like, I constantly find myself, like, quoting it in real life, or even little bits of it sort of work their way into my real life. Like, whenever someone says, like, pizza to me, I automatically go, Pizza the Hut, ha ha ha. Because I'm weird, I know that, but I don't know, it was just one of those movies that I grew up with. It was kind of hilariously funny back when I first saw it. I still think it's hilariously funny. I like the stupid campiness of the jokes. Like, literally when they're told to go comb the desert, they're out there with big ass giant combs and combing it. And that makes me laugh. I'm not a hugely intellectual person all of the time. Sometimes I can be ridiculously stupid, and this movie touches that funny bone inside of me. So there you go. Would I watch this again? Yes. I watch it a lot as it is anyway. It is making me want to do a giant Mel Brooks marathon, because I love his movies. So I'm kind of thinking I might go do that. So yeah. I gotta say, Steve, thank you so much for picking this movie. I was really hoping that you would, because I love Spaceballs. I think it's great. It's really funny. It feels really weird being back. I'm kind of out of practice. I will work on that for next week. But yeah, until then, that was me talking about Spaceballs for SauceFed Nerd Movie Club. If you get a chance this weekend, or well, actually you don't need to go see it live, you can just go see it anytime, but go to their channel, which is SauceFed Nerd, and they put up their movie reviews every Saturday on US time, and they're just great. I love them, and I love the fact that they let me be a part of their awesome community. So yay, thanks guys. I'm glad to be back. I can't wait to see what we're doing next week. No, we'll see you later. Bye.